The world is silent now, and sometimes I like it. I like hearing birds from my window and feeling peaceful in the quiet. But then that silence becomes emptiness.
Time moves at a pace I never thought possible as I rack my brain for something to do.
We spend our time inside, worrying about the world. We know that you worry too.
We're worrying about our friends, worrying about our grades.
Did you not think we had worried before all of this had taken place? Because we do.
We can have thoughts just as complex as you.
Putting effort into school felt pointless, and it was frustrating, and it felt like a waste.
I was tired of being called lazy and having my age thrown in my face. School didn't feel important anymore when all I had left to do was to sit and think and pass the time by watching the world's health decline.
We spent all day thinking about how our lives used to be. These thoughts were all consuming. We were stuck, overwhelmed and gripped. And like a lot of us at the time,
My mental health was absolutely dipped.
because if it was bad before, take a second and imagine it now. No people about to listen. We had to pull ourselves through somehow.
Because it's like we said before, we're craving something to do. But as well as that, most importantly, we really need someone to speak to.
Both to listen to our issues that exist inside our heads and to hear why we sometimes struggle to get out of bed.
And we know that everyone is struggling. Mental health affects us all, from your mum to your mate.
But care should be provided before it's an emergency.
Or even in some cases, when it's too late.
We don't want to sound dramatic, but we need to be taken seriously.
Our issues may not always be clinical, but they make life difficult nonetheless.
Of course we had the Hive, and we can't wait to go back inside. We want to find out what's going on.
But where could we look if we tried? Was the council website made with us in mind? We look for what's available. We can feel forgotten and alone. So meet us halfway, branch out more, because there are better ways to make your info known.
Young people need to be heard. Do you mean it, or are these just words?
We're ready to help, to be more involved, so we can get these lockdown issues resolved.
Democracy is something we value here. Yet, we were never consulted. We had no control over how things were done, and then blamed for the issues.
We have ideas.
We're important.
We have to tell you that we should be heard more than once a year, so we can tell you where we're at. There might be something in place for us, but we don't know how to find it, and we need to tell you if it's working or not, even if it's hard to admit. We know there's people out there with our best interests at heart. You need to find a way in, communicate, and let us play our part.